Get ready for an epic journey through history. We're diving into the mystery of the Ark of the Covenant, a game-changing relic revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. For centuries, its whereabouts have been a hot topic of debate after Jerusalem fell to the Babylonians. Today, we're taking you on a quest to uncover this ancient treasure's secrets, and what could be the most promising clue yet found in Israel. The Ark is more than just a legendary artifact, it holds immense significance for those who follow the story of the Israelites. According to legend, it safely stores the 2 stone tablets inscribed with the 10 Commandments received by Moses, and the staff that belonged to Aaron, his faithful brother, a powerful symbol of faith and trust. Let's unwrap more of the Ark's mystique. The staff held by Aaron wasn't just any ordinary stick. It was a badge of honor signifying his role as God's high priest, reminding the Israelites of the miraculous signs they experienced along their desert journey. Alongside these sacred items is a bowl containing manna, the divine food that sustained them during those 40 arduous years. Now imagine a magnificent golden box. This is what the Ark of the Covenant is all about. According to the book of Exodus, it's an intricately crafted wooden chest smothered in solid gold, complete with a stunning lid known as the mercy seat. The real showstopper, cherubim, powerful heavenly messengers acting as intermediaries between humanity and God's realm, proudly adorn this sacred lid. Get ready to dive deeper into this ancient treasure. The incredible items inside that golden chest aren't just laws handed down by God, they're a tangible connection to His divine love and power. They embody His wisdom and mercy in a way that's both practical and profound, guiding His people through the trials of life. Now, even if we focus on the Ark itself instead of its precious contents, we find an incredible story. Legend has it that God shared an exact plan with Moses when he was up on Mount Sinai for 40 days, a blueprint to build the sacred box from scratch. The instructions were crystal clear: use acacia wood and place those sacred tablets with the 10 Commandments inside. Fast forward to the Israelites' epic journey to their promised land, and you'll find the Ark of the Covenant proudly leading the way, a symbol of hope and guidance in an uncertain world. The Ark of the Covenant was so holy that even brave warriors among the Israelites wouldn't dare lay a finger on it. They knew its power and importance were beyond measure. That's why God chose the Levites, one of the 12 tribes, as His special guardians to handle this precious treasure. With the Ark at the front, the procession moved forward like a divine parade. But that's not all. Moses was also given another crucial mission by God, building the tabernacle, a sacred tent that would serve as a home for the divine. When it was time to set up camp each day, the Ark took center stage inside this heavenly abode, radiating an aura of reverence and awe. This incredible artifact remained at the heart of the Israelites' journey all the way to their new home in the Promised Land. But wait, there's more. The Ark wasn't just a stunning relic, it was also packed with some seriously mind-blowing powers. Like when the Israelites reached the mighty river Jordan, the Levite priests carrying this incredible artifact were the first ones to take a step into the water. And guess what? As soon as they did, the river's waters magically parted ways, making room for the entire procession to cross over without getting a single toe wet. But that's not all. In battles against their enemies, the Ark was the ultimate game changer. Just imagine it: priests marching around Jericho city walls for 7 days straight, with the Ark at the lead, until finally, on the 7th day, they let out a mighty shout and bam! The walls came crumbling down. For decades, the Ark was constantly moved from place to place, always staying one step ahead of potential threats and remaining safe from harm. So, what happened next? After many years of incredible adventures and awe-inspiring miracles, the Ark found itself in the ancient city of Bethel, where Aaron's super-grandson Phinehas took charge of keeping it safe. Then, it made its way to Shiloh, another long-lost city that would become its home for a while. Here, the Ark became a crucial part of Israelite traditions. Every year on the Day of Atonement, Levite priests would carefully add their own blood to the mercy seat as an act of purification. But don't think the Ark was just chillin' in the open, no way. It was mostly kept out of sight, only letting its trusted caretakers get up close and personal with it every day. But here's the thing: despite being treated like royalty by the Israelites, this powerful artifact had a bit of a reputation for being, well, captured. Yep, you guessed it. The Ark wasn't immune to being snatched away from those who cherished it most. Here's the rewritten paragraph, buckle up, because we're about to dive into some wild history. The Philistines, a powerful enemy of the Israelites, managed to get their hands on the Ark after defeating them in battle, and boy, was that a mistake. They took it back home thinking they'd scored a major victory. But little did they know, this holy relic had some serious baggage. No matter where they placed the Ark, disaster struck. Rats by the thousands would swarm in, and people around it would start growing these gnarly, cancerous tumors. Yikes! But here's the thing, all of this chaos was actually part of the Ark's design. See, God had a rule. Only Levite priests were allowed to touch this sacred artifact. If anyone else dared to get close, they'd be struck down instantly. This raises some serious questions about what happened to the Ark in the end. Was it another daring heist? Or maybe something even more mysterious? Let's take a look at the story of Uzzah, who learned the hard way just how deadly it can be to mess with the Ark. Get ready for a gripping tale. Uzzah, handpicked by none other than King David himself to transport the Ark, thought he was doing his job by steadying the relic as they journeyed from Abu Ghosh, an ancient Kirjath-Jearim, to Jerusalem. But little did he know, one wrong move would seal his fate, and it's a lesson that still sends chills today. When Uzzah placed his hand on the Ark, he got instant lightning-fast justice from God. Talk about a wake-up call. With such strict rules in place for handling this powerful relic, you'd think its whereabouts would be safe knowledge. But nope, despite all these divine safeguards, the Ark's fate remains a mystery to this day. Its last reported sighting, during King Hezer's reign, but after that, poof. It disappears from the biblical records like magic. What happened to it? We're still searching for answers. The Temple of Solomon was home sweet home for the Ark, or so we thought. For a long time, this sacred relic stayed put within its walls, but some passages hint that it might have taken an unscheduled detour to unknown lands. Most of the time, though, the Ark remained at the Temple of Solomon, even during King Hezer's reign, as far as we know. But when we ask rabbinical scholars about its later whereabouts, they're stumped, and we can't blame them. Now, let's see what archaeologists have to say. It turns out, their findings challenge the story of the Ark's big move from Kirjath-Jearim to Jerusalem. Either it didn't happen at all or way later than the biblical accounts suggest. However, there is some cool evidence showing that ritual activities connected to the Ark were happening in the same region, leaving us with even more questions and a thrilling mystery to solve. Let's dig deeper into this mystery. According to Thomas Romer, it's possible that the Ark hung out in Kirjath-Jearim for way longer than we thought, maybe until King Josiah's reign. And if we take a closer look at those cryptic passages in the Book of Chronicles and the Book of Kings, they actually support this idea. They talk about King Josiah bringing the Ark back to Jerusalem, but where it came from, that's still anyone's guess. This just goes to show how tough it can be to follow the Ark's journey through history. Now, some experts think that the Ark might have vanished during a pretty intense event, the Siege of Jerusalem in 578 BCE. When the Babylonians rolled into town and took over, they didn't exactly leave with nice manners. They plundered and pillaged, and it's totally possible they snatched the Ark along with everything else. But wait, there's more. The book of Ezra isn't so sure about this story. It doesn't mention the Ark being taken during that siege at all, leaving us with even more questions and no clear answers. The mystery deepens. Some rabbinical scholars are convinced that the Babylonians were the last ones to get their hands on the Ark, but others aren't buying it. Now, let's jump into a story that's been passed down for centuries. The second book of Maccabees has a wild tale about what happened next. It says that prophet Jeremiah was like, hey, God just told me the Babylonians are coming, and they're gonna wreck this place. So, Jeremiah allegedly snatched the Ark and buried it in a secret cave, saying it would stay hidden until the time is right for it to resurface, but only when God gives the green light. So, what's up with the Ark today? Is it really out there somewhere, waiting to be found? Unfortunately, we don't have any concrete evidence pointing us in the right direction. But hey, that just adds to the intrigue, doesn't it? The search for the lost Ark continues. Buckle up, folks. We're diving back into the search for the elusive Ark. You'd think with all our fancy tech, we'd have this relic pinned down by now. But nope, it remains one of history's biggest puzzles. However, there's some fresh hope on the horizon. In 2019, a team of religious archaeologists in Israel made an incredible discovery. They unearthed the remnants of a temple roughly 12 miles west of Jerusalem. And get this, at the heart of this ancient structure lies a ginormous stone that's utterly flat, eerily matching the biblical description of where the Ark was placed. Now, here's the kicker: researchers estimate the temple is around 100 years old, which means it was definitely kicking back in the days when the Ark still resided in King Solomon's temple. This find has us wondering, could this stone be connected to the missing Ark? The investigation continues. Theories are swirling about the Ark's whereabouts, and we're about to dive into two mind-blowing possibilities. Some believers think it's still hiding in Jerusalem, tucked away beneath the iconic Dome of the Rock. This Islamic monument sits on the site of the original Temple of Solomon, and the idea is that secret underground passages hold the sacred relic. But here's the catch: any attempt to investigate would disrespect a site revered by Muslims, leaving us with no way to confirm this theory. Another claim comes from Ethiopia, specifically the St. Mary of Zion Cathedral in the city of Zion. According to local lore, they've got the Ark right where it belongs. Only one person, the appointed guardian, gets to lay eyes on it, but some intriguing clues suggest their story might actually be true. The mystery deepens. The Kebra-Nagast, Ethiopia's ancient treasure trove of tales, claims that King Menelik, Solomon, and Sheba's legendary son, brought the Ark to Axum around 9950 BCE. According to this epic story, Menelik was tasked by his dad to lead a group of Israelites to their new home in Ethiopia. Could it be that our missing piece of history, the Ark itself, made the journey with them? Or maybe there's another part of the world holding secrets about the Ark's whereabouts, somewhere we haven't explored yet. Perhaps it's still hidden in the ancient ruins of the first temple, waiting for us to uncover its story. So, what do you think? Do you believe the Ark is in Ethiopia, or could it be hiding elsewhere? Share your theories with me in the comments. Now that we've explored the possible homes of the Ark, let's hear your thoughts. Hit that comment button and share what you think about the Ark's mysterious journey. And if you found this video as captivating as I do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider joining our community by subscribing. We've got more mind-blowing videos on history, mystery, and adventure waiting just for you.